Archangel Michael brings an urgent message about your son. A tearful goodbye is approaching faster than you realize. Your son has been carrying something heavy all alone. He walks through each day with a weight on his heart that no one can see. The burden he carries grows heavier with every passing moment. Soon it may become too much for him to bear alone. This is not a random message. Archangel Michael has chosen to reveal this truth to you now because time is running out to reach your son's heart. The bond between parent and child runs deeper than any other connection in this world. Your son's soul is tied to yours in ways most people cannot understand. Right now your son is suffering in silence. He carries pain he believes he must hide from you. His heart aches with words he cannot speak. Have you noticed him pulling away lately? Maybe he seems distant or lost in thought. Perhaps his smile doesn't reach his eyes anymore like it used to. These changes are not your imagination. They are signs of the heavy burden he carries alone every single day. Archangel Michael sees your son's silent struggle. He watches as your son fights to keep his pain hidden from the person he loves most in this world. Your son couldn't speak these words before now. Fear has kept his lips sealed and his heart closed. Time is running out to reach your son before his burden becomes too heavy. Every day that passes, the weight on his young shoulders grows stronger. If this message doesn't reach you now, the distance between you and your son will continue to grow. The walls around his heart will become too thick to break through. Your son approaches an emotional breaking point. His spirit cannot carry this weight much longer without help. The pain he holds inside is reaching a dangerous level. The relationship you share with your son stands at a critical moment. What happens next will determine whether those walls come down or grow even higher. Archangel Michael has stepped in to prevent a tragedy of silence and misunderstanding. He opens this channel between your hearts before it closes forever. This is your final chance to truly understand what your son has been going through. The window to reach him is closing quickly. Like this video now to open the channel to your son's heart. Archangel Michael says your son has been carrying this burden for longer than you know. It started as a small weight, but has grown into something that consumes his thoughts day and night. He stayed silent because of fear. Fear of how you might react. Fear of disappointing you. Fear of changing the way you see him. Your son also stayed quiet to protect you. He saw you dealing with your own struggles. He didn't want to add his problems to your shoulders. So he carried it all alone instead. You may have missed the signs over the months or years. The quiet mornings when he seemed far away. The nights he stayed in his room longer than usual. The forced happiness when you asked if everything was okay. Your son has spent countless nights lying awake with this weight pressing down on him. Sleep doesn't come easily when your heart holds secrets this heavy. He has become skilled at hiding his pain behind a brave face. When you look at him, he shows you what he thinks you want to see. But inside he is breaking. Your son fears disappointing you more than anything in this world. Your opinion of him matters so deeply that the thought of losing your approval terrifies him. The burden on his young shoulders was never meant to be carried alone. It has shaped how he sees himself and his place in this world. Your son desperately needs to be heard and understood. His soul cries out for someone to see past the mask he wears every day. The timing of this revelation is perfect. Your son's courage is finally building to the point where he can speak his truth. Type Amen to strengthen the spiritual connection between your heart and his. Archangel Michael says signs of your son's struggle appear in his daily life. His appetite may have changed. He might eat much less or turn to food for comfort. You may have noticed him spending more time alone in his room. He withdraws from family gatherings that he once enjoyed. The boy who used to talk freely now gives short answers. His sleep patterns have shifted. He stays up late into the night when dark thoughts visit most strongly. Or he sleeps too much, using rest as an escape from feelings too big to face. Your son has tried to reach out in small ways that went unnoticed. A comment he made that seemed random but held deeper meaning. A question he asked that was really a cry for help. There were specific moments when he almost opened up to you. Words formed in his mind and reached his lips. But fear stopped him each time from speaking the truth. Your son has prayed for the courage to tell you what weighs on his heart. He has asked God and angels to give him strength to break his silence. He may keep a journal where his private thoughts live, pages filled with words he cannot speak out loud, feelings he processes alone in the quiet of his room. Your son fears being judged for what he carries inside. He worries that speaking his truth will change everything between you forever. The isolation of carrying this alone has affected how he sees himself. He feels different from others, separate, like no one could truly understand what he experiences. Your son has searched for answers alone when he should have had someone to walk beside him. Questions about himself and his feelings that seem too scary to ask. The weight grows heavier on his young heart each day that passes. What started as a worry has grown into something that affects every part of his life. If you wish to strengthen the spiritual bridge between your heart and your son's, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering increases the divine healing energy flowing between parent and child. This sacred work requires powerful spiritual support. Type 777 now to fully open your heart to receive your son's message with love. Archangel Michael says this moment in time is critical for your son. His emotional state has reached a point where he cannot continue carrying this alone. You have limited time to respond with the love and understanding he desperately needs. How you react in the coming days will shape his entire future. Understanding what your son carries will transform your relationship completely. The distance you feel will be replaced by a deeper connection than you've ever known. Your son stands in a moment of extreme vulnerability right now. His heart is more open than it has been in months or years, but it can close again quickly if met with the wrong response. The protective walls your son built around his heart are beginning to crack. He has kept everyone out for so long. Now those barriers are ready to come down. Hope fights against fear inside your son's mind. Part of him believes you will understand and accept him completely. Another part fears rejection more than anything. How you respond to his truth matters more than you can imagine. Your words and your reactions will either bring healing or push him further into silence. Your son's emotional state is fragile right now. He needs to know he is safe to be completely honest with you, that nothing he says will change your love for him. This moment offers an opportunity for deep healing between you. Years of misunderstanding and distance can be healed in a single conversation filled with love. A bridge is forming between your hearts right now. Archangel Michael works to create the perfect space for honesty and acceptance, to flow freely between parent and child. Your son is ready to finally speak his truth if you are ready to listen. With an open heart, type 333 to receive divine wisdom and strength for this moment with your son. Archangel Michael says your son's burden is deeply emotional. It affects how he sees himself and his place in the world. This is something he has journeyed with alone for too long. The weight he carries has shaped his behavior in ways you may have noticed but couldn't understand. His quiet moments, his distance, his sadness that seems to have no clear cause. Your son has longed for your understanding more than anything else. He dreams of the moment when he can share his truth and still feel your love surrounding him. He fears that speaking his truth will change the way you love him. This fear has kept him silent, even when staying quiet causes him pain. There have been quiet moments when your son rehearsed telling you everything. He practiced the words in his mind, imagined how you might react. But fear always won in the end. Your son needs a safe space where judgment cannot enter. He needs to know that nothing he says will make you love him less, that you see him completely and accept him fully. The trust between you has been damaged by his silence. He has kept part of himself hidden away. This creates a wall that makes true connection impossible. An emotional release is coming for your son, tears that have been held back for too long, words that have lived only in his private thoughts. All of it is ready to pour out. The power of your acceptance will transform your son's entire world. your embrace, your understanding, your unconditional love. These are what he needs most. If you wish to honor the sacred bond between parent and child, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering strengthens the healing energy flowing through your family. Archangel Michael uses this energy to guide you both toward understanding and peace. Type 9999 now to receive the parental wisdom Archangel Michael offers you. Archangel Michael says the moment of truth is here. Your son gathers his courage right now to speak what has lived in silence for so long. You must prepare your heart to receive his words with pure love. No matter what he shares, he needs to feel your acceptance completely. Your reaction in this moment will determine everything for your son's future. He watches for signs of judgment or disappointment in your eyes. Your son's vulnerability as he shares his truth is unlike anything you have seen before. All his walls will come down. His heart will be completely exposed. The emotional barriers that kept you at a distance are finally crumbling. What seemed like teenage mood swings or normal distance was actually protective armor around his heart. Your son hopes desperately for your acceptance of his whole self. Not just the parts that are easy to love. Not just the son you thought you knew, but all of him. Tears will be shed by both of you when truth finally flows freely. These will be tears of release, of understanding, of connection that was broken and now becomes whole again. The relief your son will experience when he is finally heard cannot be measured. The weight he has carried alone will begin to lift from his shoulders. Your relationship enters a new chapter in this moment. What was surface level becomes deep. What was distant becomes close. What was hidden becomes known. Your son needs to be truly seen by you. Not the version of himself he shows the world, but the real person behind the mask he wears to survive each day. Archangel Michael guides this sacred conversation between parent and child. His divine protection surrounds this moment of truth and vulnerability. Type Amen right now to complete the sacred connection and prepare your heart to receive your son's truth with unconditional love. Archangel Michael says the truth has now been revealed to your heart. You understand the silent struggle your son has been facing alone all this time. The emotional bridge between you has been formed through divine guidance. Both of you stand ready for honest conversation, filled with love and acceptance. Tears of understanding and relief will flow when you finally connect heart to heart. These tears will wash away the distance and fear that kept you apart. A new beginning starts for your relationship with your son. The healing has already begun in this moment. Your bond grows stronger through honesty and unconditional love. Type Amen to seal the healing connection between your heart and your son's heart forever.